People and vibes in here, paradise. We come to a deep time and we life in here. Full of vibes, oh gosh, this is we life. We full of spice, if you think I lie, come and see why. We are the sweetest carnival, the sweetest carnival, the realest carnival. Jumping up on the carnival, pretty girl and the sweetest carnival, the biggest carnival, the realest carnival, the sweetest carnival. You know we've been waiting so long to enjoy the mass. Finally we up in the band.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the room, ladies' room for today. Final one, Thursday, May 23rd.
Oh na na na.
I hope everyone is doing well.
Jumping up from start till living.
Rock and come in.
Well, I go be in it. I can go alone. Tell my friend them tag along.
And you know, as long as, what's her name, Shante isn't here, y'all take your time, your sweet time to come in, because
Recipe for the sweetest
she's
carnival.
not there
People
to
and vibes in here, paradise. We come to a
tag everybody. So could you guys do me the honors and just share, seeing that she's not, I don't think she's going to be here today. Usually would be here by now.
come and see why. We are the sweetest carnival. Chop chop, the sweetest carnival. The realest carnival. Jumping up on the carnival. The sweetest carnival. Chop chop, the biggest carnival.
Morning, Sonia. Yeah, we up and running. That's music in the background from Sway Jean, the sweetest carnival.
Link up to the friends and
They coming in fast and furious, man.
vibes up like the pen.
Good vibes, good music.
So come take a toast to me now. They come do the most to me
Can't
now.
wait to see what else we have in store. All right,
Roll me na na na.
share up the live. Jacqueline, could you do me the honors as you reach
Well, I go
and just share the live? I thank you. Bye.
friend them tag along. Right now we in it.
Morning, Roxanne. You're early. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Marianne. Rosalind. Good morning. Pamela Henry. Good morning. Gluma. Good morning. Our Dawn Kuja. Good morning. Dawn, what does the R stand for? Was it Rhonda, Rosalind, Rosemary, Rachel, Ronika, Renisha? What does the R stand for? Good morning, Valerie. Morning, Betty and Jenny, Lydia, James. Good morning. Michelle, good morning. Shout out to my Toronto peeps. How y'all keep? Good morning, Maureen. Sonia, listen, we up and running. I'm telling you. Jamaica internet is busy all week. I'm telling you, I can't get a break. Good morning, Jenna Lynn. Good morning, Madam Pascal, Mrs. Old people say Mistress Pascal. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Thank you for following instructions. Christopher Thomas Raymond, good morning from the mountainside with the monkeys. What a side. What mountainside is that got monkeys? I thought the monkeys were all in Granite Hang. Which mountain are you on with monkeys? Yeah, there's a little monkey up in Granite Hang that cuts style when you're ready. Turny back and scratchy butt and don't even bother to turn around no matter how much you call it. I'm not sure if that same little one. Never met a little monkey first time in my life. Depending on its mood. Other days he'll turn it back, scratch and sniff himself, and don't even look at you. Anywho's. Hello, good morning. How are you? Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Della Rita. Good morning, Fatima. Paying you nothing. Morning, Judy. How are you today? Kamisha, good morning, hun. Lots of love your way as well. Hope you're good. Morning, Naya. Naya, I swear my memory sucks. Naya, I have the it's not far from you, I hope. So I'm gonna send it to you when I'm through. Yo, my memory sucks these days. I made 2 attempts to send you this number to collect that thing for me, and I keep, because if you come here without it, listen, I'm beating your name for days on this program. Oh, Shantae's here. Good morning, just passing. Oh, okay, Shantae, so you can do your work while Jackie was helping me, but you can help me as well. Sherry Woodley from Bermuda. Good morning. Janique, I see you. Irvin Lois on House Cali today. Son for Rasta. Rasta Don. I would have never guessed that's what the R stood for. Morning, Christelle. Morning, Raquel. Keisha, Junies, good morning. Preparing for third night. We understand. I know how it is. All right. So again, continue to keep the faith. We got you. Glendolyn, good morning. How are you? Pressure on the plantation. You don't on the the second home. Madam Fortune, good morning. Where's Kizzy? I'm not sure. She better be here because my starting point is with her. I got a lot to condense in this hour, so let me get on with it. Claudine, good morning. Samuel, good morning. That's why they call you Tanti, the age between, you know. Listen. There are days we have such good conversations in here. I see nothing of you big head Sam. I don't see you. But anytime to come and stress me out, here you are. Go back from whence you came. Thank you. Morning, Nikisha. Linky, big up yourself and everybody else on the live. Come on in, guys, and hit the share. But you know, sometimes I go back and I check, and there are sometimes 100+ y'all in here. And when I check 3, 5 shares, 6 shares, what does do me that for? I ain't looking for popularity, you know. I have it already. Just to get, sometimes we have really interesting conversation, and it's nice to get more people to hear it. Not because I'm looking for fame. That I could do without. I ain't looking for fame. I ain't looking for friend. But every time I come here, you're busy drinking beers, jumping from island to island these days. I realize your money, haha. Carry on. Mountain Tikaloo, the Mount Rule area. Tikaloo. I've never heard of Mountain Tikaloo. Anyway, so before we go into the two topics, two pretty interesting one, I have a question to ask. Let her know I don't work on Mondays. Okay, I'll do that. Naya, so we have to go to don't work on Mondays. Big up yourself, Aruna. Hey, big up yourself, you. I'm not sure who it is, but Rafi, big up yourself. Yeah. I have a question. I saw Kizzy tagged me in some. Let me see if I find it. Where is it? She tagged me in this post asking, this should be good. It is really hot outside today, Carla, is it not? And then she tagged me and a couple other people, and they're asking random Bridgerton, whatever movie lines you blurt out. So I'm like, I can't say because I've never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about. And I swear about 3 or 4 people under it, like you swear I committed some sin, like I committed some crime. Whatever is the name, was it Bridgerton? What is the name of that thing? Some show she's talking about, she says it's on that. I've never seen it. I have no idea what that is about. Now I'm being crucified and hung by my locks because I said I don't know. Who is Bridgerton? I saw it a couple times, but I skipped past it because it looked like a bunch of people in some English setting, some wig, stiff high wig, and some frock. And was it Bridgerton? Listen, me stand for the name Bridgerton, whoever. I've never seen it. Jackie, that is not true. When it's people business, I'm the last to know because, you know, most time when something happens, imagine you're in the US. I have to call, message you to ask you what is that about, or I message Kizzy Thomas. Two things. I'm always the last to know. You would swear I would know, seeing that I'm in the media, but anytime something news break or say something about some video circling, if I can come by you, I come in by Kizzy. Trust and believe, because I know nothing. I'm always the last to know what's happening here. Jackie, you want me to open my WhatsApp, not my WhatsApp, my Messenger? Oh, no, but I can't open it based on some of the things you sent me. There it is. Let's say Bridgerton? Brid? So it's not bridge or Bridgerton, whatever ton. I've never seen it. I'm not even sure. Now I'm getting, oh, you need to see it. Or you need to what is it about? It just looks boring to me. First look, passing by, just looking at it, it looked kind of it's a really good all season. Um, you know what? The thing about me is I'm not really into this series. I don't have the patience. I feel like I swear a lot of the times I put on these series to watch and I'm on my phone or on my iPad doing something else and it's just there in the background and then I have to keep on um rewinding it because I missed some part and by the end of it I'm confused because I've missed I don't have the patience. It has to be really short and good for me to hold my interest. What I did watch last night, and I woke up this morning and I'm tired, took my fastness to look at, was it Abigail? Annabelle? Is it Abigail? Hold on, let me see. The ballerina thingy. No, I thought it was a nice little ballerina movie, little girl dance. According to old people, lo and behold, the little ballerina is a little, like a little. I had to sleep with a big light on last night. And I keep, like when you're sleeping and you're feeling like in the movie how they're jumping out at each other? It feels like, it felt like something was jumping out at me. No, I'm not gonna spoil. It's really nice though, Marlene. But I really didn't think that's what it was. The name of it, it didn't give away much. It didn't give away much. But listen, y'all have to see it. It's really nice if you're into thrillers and suspense and things like that. But it really hit me for a six. It had me up all night. So much so I need to go home and get some sleep, man. Abigail. Yeah, y'all need to see Abigail. Anyways, not Annabelle, Abigail. Abigail, not Annabelle. Not Annabelle. Sometimes everyone, not everything, not for everyone. That seems hard to understand to me. And exactly, but I'm going down in age. Jackie. Exactly, Selvan. Some of them just watching it for watching its sake to be in the inting. I sure half of them don't even understand what this thing about or even like it. But they just want to be part of the conversation. So when conversation start, they could jump, oh, nice series. Lie. Half of them probably don't even like the series. I think it came out about was it a year ago or something? So I looked at half of the first episode and I was like, okay, I'm out. Half of the times, all you just like to be in thing for being in thing's sake. Shauna, some Bridgerton, whatever. Let me stop butchering the thing name and let me ask how to pronounce because I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. And y'all need to how is it? Bridgerton. Oh, Bridgerton. Thank you. It looks as though you want to watch it too, kids. You're all stupid Bridgerton, whatever. You look at it already?
No, I watched it. I didn't watch it.
That look boring to me. I ain't have the patience and tolerance for that. Okay, so it's Bridgerton. Oh, this one talk about that. Mrs. Skeet, good morning. How are thou? Jason coming on the program this morning. I don't know. I haven't seen Jason as yet. It's very rare to see Mrs. Skeet here without her husband present. So she probably has a little time to spare this morning. Anyways, so yeah. I'm not sure how many of you checked on my page and saw the two postings I made this morning. One has me really upset because I just think sometimes some of y'all parents, and sometimes you come down on fathers this, fathers that, but I realize you have a lot of slack mothers. And y'all continue to see these red flags flying in the breeze and continue to ignore it for the sake of man, whatever the case might be. It could be the father of your child, stepfather, nephew, parent, whatever it is. Once you see something that makes the hair on your skin raise and makes you uncomfortable, you're supposed to act on it. Not wait until something happens and then y'all gonna come back here and, oh, I didn't know he would have do that, and oh, this, that, and the other. In these times, it's like y'all living under a rock or something, or your heads are buried so deeply in the sand that you all are clueless. How could you stop ignoring something? Who is Miss Whistledown? Miss Whistledown is a listen. I don't want to time me up with these people and them. That's the same Bridgerton people. Anyways, maybe one day I'll take if I have time to spare. I'll have a go at it. But all for now, yeah, I'll fight up. So let me see if I can read this, but in the same breath, it's I have to edit it because it's not really then again, it's not that bad. So let me just share what, if you have not noticed it on my page. Someone says, this lady says, second time. Some of y'all don't deserve children, eh? That is one. And two is like some of y'all need somebody to just constantly wrap all your behind all your head, like the back of your head, or the palm of your flat of your hand. Like you take in speed, and you have to start from all the way over here and just slap all you in the back of all your head, because it seems as though the brain, everything that's up here, everything goes to the back. So a nice hard slap at the back will bring everything up where it's supposed to be. Because how are you as a woman noticing that your partner has an erection around your 4-year-old when playing games with her? And according to you, he tried covering it, but it's obvious. I asked him last night, whenever that was, why this has happened again. Not a one-time occurrence, again. And what he was thinking at the time. And according to her, he's gone off on his head and at me how he's shocked and disgusted to even suggest something down that path, and that he's her dad. And that she didn't project anything to him. She just wondered why, because she doesn't understand it. He said sometimes it gets brushed and knocked about when she's climbing on him, playing, etc. And that explanation was okay for me. But what he said, he needs space and he's been extremely distant. We've not spoken since last night other than a few passing words, and it's just awkward atmosphere. Now he's home from work. You will even post to ask if this is normal. For those of you who have children and fathers and what have you, you won't even take the time to ask if this is normal. You're concerned about the man taking space, needing space, and being distant. All you know is real do thing in the name of man in church. We we just forget ourselves in the process, and just let man just control everything about us. Something that requires urgent attention like this. How could a man at the beginning, ending of the day, whatever, him being distant, how could that even be what you're concerned about? And the fact that this is the second time you've noticed it. Not one time, but second time you've noticed it. So I guess as much you're waiting for a third time when something happens, and then you'll come back, oh, I didn't know. That is not normal. And every man that has responded to this has said so. And they themselves have children, and that has never happened around their children, daughters, whatever the case might be. And for you to notice it 2 times, that is why I said some of you are living under a rock, or you're living in space, or you're clueless. Because you hear things all the time. You hear all those stories all the time. And just because that's her dad does not make it okay. And doesn't mean that it can't happen, or things like that don't happen. It happens with relatives, it happens with fathers, it happens. Y'all never heard of incest and all those things? It is a thing. It's disgusting to say the least, but it is a thing. And it happens. So to just dismiss this on the account that he said that sometimes it get brushed and knocked about when she's playing with him or climbing on him, etc., and that explanation was okay for me. How that explanation gonna be okay for you, miss? Like, seriously, how can that explanation be okay for you? Like how? Like how? How can that be okay for you? How can you sit back as a mother and be okay seeing something like that, not one time, but 2 times? And that explanation was okay for you. Lord help some of these children under all you, yes? Lord help some of these children around some of you. That, a matter of fact, you should be the one encourage him to be distant and to move from around your child and to never be around that child alone or unsupervised. You should be glad that he's distant. Exactly. He needs to go, like, immediately, or remove yourself from the home or remove yourself from the situation. It's 2 times. The first time should be enough. And the mere fact that you noticed it a second time, 4 years old, your partner, when he's playing games with her. That means when he's playing games with her, he's probably touching her, pretending to be playing games, and you don't even pay attention to those things. Sometimes, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But like I said, at the end of the day, if as a parent you can protect your child, then what exactly is your role? What exactly are you there for? The father is definitely a piece of ish. And for you to give you that sort of explanation and you're okay with it, the 2 of you don't deserve to have that child in your custody or in your care. So when you call him out on it, he gets upset and talks about he needs space. Yes, he needs space. And now he's going to make it out to be like you're the one putting things there that's not there and make it seem as though you're the problem. Typical narcissistic tendencies. So now he's going to play that role and he's extremely distant now and needs space. And you have not spoken since then, other than a few passing words. You shouldn't even be speaking in this. He should not even be under the same roof, or you should not be there at all. But hey, guess your partner is more important to you than the well-being of your child. So as a dad, this would never sit right with me, because how some people would feel comfortable and having feelings to someone you birthed. Hey, there are a lot of sick people in the world. Marlene says, if ever I get an inkling that my partner is interested in my child, or like love, attraction, shriveling up and dying immediately. Yep, all of that immediately dies. But she's more concerned with preserving her relationship with her partner than questioning her daughter to make sure that, that nothing else untoward happened. Papa God need to come for you, world. Y'all doing too much. Someone says, would she be okay if it was another man? He should never have that reaction, even if she touched him accidentally. Of course. I'm telling you. The majority of men who responded says the same thing. That has never happened to them. Because you don't look at your daughter and see or any feel any nothing. Except genuine, honest, pure love for your child. That's a part of you. Anyways. So, you need to do the right thing. And like I said, remove this child from this man's presence. And father or not, he needs help. He needs to get some sort of help. There's definitely something more going on. And no amount of play or whatever you do with your child could get that reaction from you. There is something mentally and emotionally and whateverly wrong with you. And your focus should be him getting the help he needs and ensuring that he's not left with your child alone for any period of time. Always supervised. Never, and stop playing, whatever. No play. Because if that's what playing does to him, just cut it out. Stop all playing with your daughter. Someone says, I don't care if he's the father, I wouldn't trust my child to be alone with him anymore. That's not right at all. Exactly. Protect your child and her space. That's it. What time is it? Okay, we have time to touch the other one quickly. So we have another one here. Let's see if we have some comments. Yes, someone says that's how it all starts. He's grooming her. He's grooming her. And people don't seem to understand what grooming means. Yep. When you make it seem it's like it's innocent and you're playing. And you're grooming them to do other things. Forward. Why is this thing just spinning? Someone sent a message, but I don't know why it keeps spinning on the WhatsApp. Why is it just spinning like that? But it came through on this one. It's like whenever somebody new sends a message, it takes a minute to come through. I need to sort this out. Anyways, so this person here has another situation. Says he needs advice on this. In a relationship about 5 years, and says, I love this woman, but I have a problem. She wants to move in her 22-year-old son into my place. Apparently his dad doesn't want him around either. He's okay and all and seems quite smart, but I am kind of uncomfortable with the idea because of his living habits and lifestyle. He basically stays in his room, plays games, and smokes weed all day and comes out to eat, and that's about it. Does not work at all, not seeking any source of employment, any form of employment, dropped out of college, and his mom has been doing everything for him, paying for all his stuff, doing all the chores, etc., doing all his chores, etc. I did express my concern to her and said, no, he can't live with us full time. Well, it's not going over well with her at all. She thinks I'm being unreasonable, but last time I checked, it's my house and I should be comfortable in my space. Am I being unfair or irrational? Absolutely not. The only thing I have an issue with in the whole sentence is the whole part about it's my house and I should be comfortable in my space. If you two live together and you're sharing spaces, I think that's understood, yes, probably your house, your body, whatever. But if the two of you are living together, that part really could leave that part out. It's my house and I should be comfortable in your space. The two of you share the space. The two of you live together. If that's the case, then maybe she needs to find somewhere else and she comes over, swap spit, and then y'all keep it pushing under two separate roof. But, yeah. It does sound like the mom enables him, and especially if it's a one-child situation, that's kind of how it goes. You know, they're one piece of boy child, or they're one child, or whatever it is. They do pour and do a lot more for them. You know, some might say they're spoiled, but it's okay to spoil your child or your son or whatever, your children, but they also have to teach them how to be responsible for themselves. You can't babysit them or baby them around forever. Yes, there's nothing wrong with helping them when you can, taking care of things. Especially they might be working and don't have time. Hey, mom, can you do my laundry for me? Or did you cook? Can I come over and get some food? But at 22 years old, I'm not saying like he's an old man, but he's a young man. And that is basically where you're trying to figure out what to do with your life. And I don't know what the situation is with his dad, that he's saying that his dad doesn't want him to live with him either. Maybe because he's doing the same thing, smoking weed all day and playing video games and not looking for work. And this man probably going to work and coming back and seeing him in the same place, and is like, okay, you're a grown man now, time for you to find you out. I'm not about to be working hard and still taking care of you. Your parents don't mind helping you out here and there, but you have to be able to, to help yourself at some point. So maybe this is a conversation you need to sit and have with her, and not one out of anger, or not one you're not being unfair, you're not being irrational. I have no problem with it was a case of, okay, him just starting to work and needing to get himself himself together to get on his feet, basically, just to hold it down for a while, and then even if it's to find a room or rent somewhere that he can afford, or even if, because based on what you're saying here, I think maybe you wouldn't mind if he was applying himself more, because you did say he's okay and all and seems quite smart, but I'm kind of uncomfortable with the idea because of his living habits and lifestyle. So I'm guessing if he were to find a job and start taking care of himself and being more responsible, you wouldn't have a problem with him being there. But the fact that he's sitting there all day, playing games, smoking weed, of course you're going to have a problem with that. You go to work and you have somebody, a man staying in your house, young man staying in your house, you come home your house smelling weed all day, all night, of course. And for her to, don't see that as a problem means she's enabling it. She's enabling the behavior. And as long as mommy's there to pick up after him, to take care of him, he's not going to apply himself, not going to look for any job, not going to want to do anything. You're an adult. She says, I wonder if it's the smoking weed part that's bothering him. I think so. That and the fact, like he said, that and the fact that he said, hold on, let me scroll back up. The part that stands out to me, right, is where he said, he's okay and all, and seems quite smart, but I am kind of uncomfortable with the idea because of his living habits and lifestyle. He basically stays in his room, plays games and smokes weed and comes out to eat, and that's about it. Does not work or seek it. He dropped out of college and his mom has been doing everything for him, paying for all his stuff, all the chores, etc. So she's really, really enabling the behavior. And if you have somebody who's doing all of that, of course you're going to milk it if you don't have any sense of responsibility or the need to do more. And that he needs to understand. Mommy won't be there all the days of your life. What happens then? God forbid. Megan says you love the cow, accept the calf. Yeah, Megan, that is true, but you can't accept the calf with all sorts of behaviors that you don't want under your roof. For example, if you don't smoke, you don't want somebody who's smoking, and weed is not something that the smell doesn't go away easily, especially if you're doing it every day. So acceptance doesn't mean you accept bad behaviors. It does not mean you accept any and everything. You still have to have boundaries. Accepting the cow, if you're with the woman and you have to accept her son, doesn't mean you accept the son with all the bad behaviors and all the things that you don't agree with. There have to be some sort of compromise. One, he never said point blank period he doesn't want him there at all. What he's saying is uncomfortable with it because of his living habits and lifestyle. He's 22. Imagine the man is working to take care of his home, take care of his bills. I'm not sure if the woman is working either. And then he gets up, go to work, comes home, and this young man is just sitting around doing nothing, smoking and playing video games. Of course I'm going to feel a way about it. Listen, that's like people telling you, oh, come to America, come to Canada, come to, whatever, come, family, whatever it might be. Even if you go on vacation, And after a week or two, depending on where and who you go by, people starting to swell up their face. They coming in their house. If they get up and go to work, you on vacation. They go to work, they come back. They probably see you lounging on their couch watching TV, and you may be munching a little snack. They walk into the house heavy. You're hearing door slamming. You're hearing light turning off in your face while you're watching whatever. They're just walking, turning off their lights. And people, I've heard people say family encouraged them to come, to stay. Some of them gave up their jobs. And when they got there, within the space of 2 weeks, they're being asked, so when you're finding something to do? Or when you plan on moving out? The same people who encourage them. I've had somebody tell me that's one of the biggest mistakes they ever made in their lives. Family member encouraged them to give up their job. I mean, it wasn't a job I was paying $1 million, but it was enough. It was taking care of their needs. They were okay. Nobody was telling them to come out in their place. They were good. Resigned, migrated, and within the space of 2 weeks, the aunt was asking him, so when you're finding something to do? In 2 weeks, he said he barely know the block, how to get from one block to the next block. His first time trying to get the lay of the land and get comfortable. He didn't have time to get comfortable. Had to find the first thing that came along, find something to do. They don't care what you do, you have to find something to do. So, yes, it's one thing to say accept the cow and calf and what have you, but at the same time, there has to be boundaries. Smoke. So who's paying? How the child smoking weed and don't work? Use the weed money to put towards household bills. Look, it's because the mother is giving him the money, obviously, to support his habits. Acceptance have to come with good behavior and willing to change some of your habits in a positive way. Exactly, Terry. You're not just going to accept anything because you love a person. Oh, I love this woman, so I'm going to love her son even though he's not interested in work and even though he's sitting here smoking weed all day and showing no signs of finishing school or going back to college or getting a job. No signs of it. He's just comfortable. He's getting 3 square meals per day plus snacks in between and not interested in finding anything to do. Nah. So if Lydia says I went on vacation for a month and after 2 weeks the funny move started. I'm telling you, 2 weeks is your max. 2 weeks. 14 days. And not even, more like business days. Don't include weekends. You're talking about, that's what, that 5 business days, so that's 10 business days. Don't include the weekends. 10 business days, they're starting to watch you funny. So when you're getting something to do, you ain't planning on getting nothing to do. I find my bill up this month, my electricity bill got... Listen. They say not when the calf turns a cow or a bull. It's not a baby. I would have problems with him if this was a child, let's say under the age of 18. I would have a problem with him. But you're talking about once you pass 21, you have to start making moves to take care of yourself. We're talking about a young man here. If the lady had got into the relationship with a 6, 7, 8, 9, a baby, or up to, like I said, under 18, anything under 18 up, then, and he doesn't want her to have that child in his home, then we have a problem. But this is a young man here that shows no interest in securing himself or being responsible for himself because mommy is doing everything, mommy taking care of things. So, let me hear what this person has to say. So, nah, I am in full agreement with him. Either you get it together or you and him will have to find accommodations. I'm sorry. The two of you will have to find, if you have a problem with me not wanting certain things and you're enabling the behavior, then the two have already got to bounce. It was nice knowing all you and all of that, but y'all gonna have to leave. I'm sorry. It might sound cold and cruel, but hey, such is life.
Yeah, morning to everyone. See that situation there? Some women might say, yeah, if you like the cow, you have to like the calf. But that's not a calf. The guy is 22 years. he old enough to vote. You understand? That could be second election, he could be voting. He old enough to vote. So he's not a calf. He's a young bull. He's strong. Get a walk. You're moving it, you're smoking weed, you're just stay home playing game, whatever. That is not your father. That is your stepfather. Just know what you go do. You go come home one day, he and woman lie down home, eating, drinking, having a good time. And you had to go out and work hard. I know how that man feeling. I know how that man go feel. I don't know 22-year-old stepchild or whatever, but come on, 22 years, you don't walk in, you just want to sit at home, eat, drink, smoke. Come on. Yeah, you go like the cow, but that is not a calf, that is a big bull. Just now you hear come and tell him mother, well, mommy really expecting a grandchild, and he don't walk in no way. So, what happening?
Rona, this is so true what you're saying there about people living their country, like let's say the islands, to go up to the United States for thinking they're going for betterment. This is so true, and I've been hearing about this a long time now. Where people left Grenada, and go to the United States, and your own family treats you as like they just pass you on the street or something like that, and it only takes 2 weeks, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Morning.
Morning.
So he's a bull, yes?
Well, let me start with the good news. Good news.
You found her.
Good news. She came home this morning. Good news.
What do you mean she came home? So she just walked through the door?
Listen to me. I don't know where this red woman come out from. She belly full. She's well taken care of. She's a walking she place. And sitting like normal.
Hey.
4 days missing.
I say you have somebody to go and pay a 500. You just called me. You're giving somebody a 500 this morning. The lady come back in she place, yes?
Watch, I go in Egmont. I go in Tempe. All them sightings I get for... I almost end up in Granville. Somebody said they see one up in Granville.
So my girl just because she tired from the life out there, not easy like it looking. So my girl decided she coming back home.
She happy to see us. And she going to let her go she mother like normal.
She must be happy.
Okay.
The life out there outside hot. Plus it's little rainfall. She didn't want to get wet. She want to come back in she place. So I'm so happy to hear that though.
I leave her in she one bedroom studio apartment. I lock up the place so she could be on that house arrest for a little while. But that's the good news. Thank you to all the listeners. Whoever is a good Samaritan or taking care of her. I know she maybe cry until or they had to get rid of her. But thank you for sending her home because somebody had to take care of her for 4 days. Trust and believe that.
Thank you, God. Thanks for that. So.
Apart from that, you see my partner who really liked this cow and considering what he could do about this calf, listen to me. The calf is a big bull, yes. You can't have two man calf in the same hole for too long. Just now I want to talk to you about that mother plays. No. Listen to me. If you're playing and you want to find money to smoke all day and this kind of thing, that means you want to lie down with a woman and thing too.
That's what he was saying.
Come, money to make. If you can't make your money, make your way outside. One of the two.
Two of them can't walk.
Nah, two of them can't walk. Pick one. Pick your business partner. You can't be broke and stupid. You have to choose one of them things.
And I don't smoking weed on top of it. No, you gotta go somewhere.
I find we asking questions when we already know the answers. You can't get too complex. Okay, maybe he's going through depression. Weed does make it worse. The smoking make it worse. He's not motivated. If you tell me he can't find a job, give him a phone number. I'll get some construction work or something for him to do. I'll go find something for him to do. I'll go pay him. Let him make our money. He needs to find out. Stop being dependent on you. If I had a way to shut off the lights in the room, I would have do it. If I could have cut off the water when he go and bathe, I would have do it. I'll make sure he must spend money to be in that place. Must. Lock the fridge with a padlock.
What I used to do that.
Okay, so we could relate. Lock the fridge with a padlock.
And she had a key around her neck. Well, that's true.
Exactly. Nah.
Yeah, I
Waste
get
man.
you.
Woman don't want to waste man thing. You need to groom the child so he can leave the place. So if he's that kind of quality man, you can imagine the quality of woman he go bring home. No, partners. No.
And two of them sit down smoking weed and sleepy whole day.
No. I don't care. Grandchildren, great-grand. No, we're not having this in this place. And you can't use him because he could be assault. It's not child abuse. It becomes assault and battery. So you ain't trying to go in jail for a child that is not yours.
Papa.
Stay toxic.
Have a good one. The two of them, next thing you hear, woman coming by them while two of them go to work and they come in and meet one and woman in leg whole day like you know, and AC probably on if they have a fan on the whole day. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think the man has a problem with him being there, but again, like he said, he has a problem with his lifestyle. The fact that he's just home doing nothing, not showing no interest in doing anything. At 22, like someone said in the comments, it's kind of difficult to, based on the job you're doing, to get a place for yourself and blah, blah, blah. But if you have to start somewhere. And he didn't say he couldn't be there. He just had a problem with how he lives and him dropping out of college, not showing any interest in continuing. So I don't know if it's a case they need to bring in a counselor or a therapist. There might be something more going on with him. Fact that he dropped out of college and doesn't seem to be interested in anything but, like he said, the smoking of the weed and playing the games. It could be something more. So what he needs to do is have the conversation with the mother, see how they can get a counselor or a therapist to have a conversation with him to find out what's going on, why he's not motivated, what is, holding him back, etc. He probably needs that sort of help and support instead of, not wanting him around, period, because like he said, the father doesn't want him around either. So if he's not there, what happens? He's on the street. Where else would he go? And, as a mother, your first instinct is to protect your child, regardless of the age of your child. So wanting him on the street was not an option for her, and the man does not want that in his house, a case of him not doing anything. So you have to look at it from both sides of the fence, and if they can't come to a compromise on understanding, I guess you'd have to find somewhere for herself and her son. I guess that's it. So hold on, let me take this one. I gotta go, but let me just take this. Come on. Take this one quickly. Let me hear what this person's saying.
But just listening to what the guy just said, I understand. In a case like that, no. You have to get yourself together. You can expect to come and to just sit in someone's place and just want to be, taking this kind of, going down this kind of road. Nah, that's not going to work. You have to show that you're making some effort. If you're making the effort and you really want this to happen and they're treating you different, then I understand. But nah. You have to get your act together, man.
Got it. Anyways, I think that's all the time. Yeah, he needs a life coach. Something. He's not motivated. Something is going on. Anywho's, I'll see you guys on Monday, God's will, where we'll pick up where we left off. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance. Thank you so much, Western Union. And thanks everyone in the room for the calls, the voice notes, etc. I'll see you guys then. All right.